We respectfully request the Sangha great virtues for the sake of this assembly and all living beings. Please turn the wonderful Dharma wheel to teach and guide us how to end birth and death, leave suffering and attain bliss, and quickly realize non-birth. Cung thính đại đức tặng thịnh, vì thứ Pháp hội cấp nhất thiết chúng sanh. Tịnh duyên diệu pháp luân giao đạo ngã mộng, như há liêu sanh thoát từ ly khổ đạo lạc, tất chứng vô sanh. Homage to the Blessed, Noble, and Perfectly Enlightened One. Nam mô Sa Đàn Thổ Su Chế Đô Ye Ở Lại Hồi Đi San Miao San Pu Tô Xie. Nam mô Tạc Đạc Tha Tô Già Đà Già A La Ha Đế Tam Miệu Tam Bồ Đà Toa. The unsurpassed, profound, subtle, and wonderful Dharma, 100,000 million aeons, is difficult to encounter. Now that I'm able to see and hear, I will receive and maintain it. I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual principles. Wu sheng 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 wei miao fa bai jian wan jie nan zao yu. Wo jin jian wen de shou qu. Yuan jie ru lai zhe shi yi. O Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Great Master Ching Liang, Great Master YongHua, all good monks and nuns, and all good no advisors of Emitofuo. 诸佛菩萨、精良大士、师父上人、各位出家人、各位善知识、弥陀佛。Chư Phật Bồ Tát, kính thưa Thanh Lương Đại sư Hòa thượng Thiên Hóa, quý thầy cô và các vị thiện sư thức A Di Đà Phật. Hello everyone. Today is the 23rd of June 2023. Thank you all for joining us in this discussion on a prologue up to the Avatamsaka Sutra prepared by Master Ching Liang. Let's see, we are broadcasting here from today from DTT. Do move around. Glad you could join us. We are also in the midst of the summer Chanchi, and this is towards the end of the first week of a Chanchi here. And this is, as bears by tradition, on the weekend, we tried to explain sutras to you. That's part of our American style of Chanchi, where we will try to, the sutras are designed to share with you, to help you plant the seeds of practical wisdom. And these are excellent opportunities for all of you which have this great chance here to be here. What happened to Go Forest screen? So the old monk is still not feeling well? Anyway, this is an incredible opportunity, really, for you to plant these seeds that will definitely mature in the future. No two ways about it. And this is the Buddha's wisdom. This is the Buddha's most profound insights into life, into the universe, into you, okay, into the world, and therefore it is what it does is will help you become a real asset to the world. In the first chapter, you see a lot of this Avatamsaka Sutra. You see a lot of these Mahasattvas becoming world rulers because that's what they do. Once you have wisdom, you're supposed to come back and help others, which will help you develop even far greater wisdom. See? That's why you are the future world leaders. You are the future major contributors to this world and others. So we take it very seriously. It takes a lot out of us. It's a lot of resources we need to commit to this, and time that must be spent doing this, and therefore it's for a future investment for the benefit of the world, you will. Okay, and this happens. The sooner that these seeds of Prajna wisdom and Vajra wisdom mature, the better off the world will be. Because the world is very dangerous right now, extremely dangerous. It's getting worse and worse and worse. Why is it getting worse? Because mankind's mind is so evil, only seeking fame and profit. Okay? And they do anything. They are willing to destroy others, hurt others for their own benefits. So you see, like nowadays, the people who are very dangerous to the world actually are very popular. Name one. Elon Musk, thank you. Okay, I used to be a fan. From a business perspective, he has big achievements. But from a humanistic perspective, he's bad for the world. I would never drive an EV more than half an hour. Maybe 45 minutes, that's between Go Force and DTT. I would stretch a little bit. But to go further than that, you don't know how bad it is for you. And I fault the engineers for being so stupid, turn a blind eye on how damaging it is. I would never let a pregnant woman on an EV. I would never let my children on an EV. Okay? I would never let old people on EV. You are okay because you meditate, you recover. You can recover. But the people who don't meditate, they can hardly recover. And you see in the future, you see that we have the world, people will become sicker and sicker because they ride EVs. And it's so dangerous because now all the car manufacturers are investing heavily into becoming EV, going electric, which is absurd, which is insanity. It's scary how confused the so-called, what happened to my fan? The so-called experts and engineers are so short-sighted and so limited. They only see profits, fame and profit. They don't see that you're supposed to benefit living beings first. Yes, Weimao.
Thank you, Master. I would like to add Mark Zuckerberg's name to the list, and I hope he and Elon Musk actually do commit to the cage fight and donate all the proceeds, not just the skim on the top, to charity.
If he were to give me a cent, I would not even receive it because it's blood money. Good Lord. Okay? And I wish, from a constructive perspective, I hope that another Elon Musk-like person will go into another technology like hydrogen or whatever, okay? Will be far less harmful than this and the electric thing here, vehicle thing here. It's so dangerous. It's annoying to me, but we have no choice. I settle for a hybrid, but that's really minimal damage. But again, we can recover. Ordinary people can't. Pregnant people, they go, and it will affect the fetuses in a bad way. I give you an example. And I just thought of it. In California and near Nevada, there's a big solar farms. Anyone saw when you drive to Vegas, when you leave Vegas? She goes to Vegas often, you can tell. Twice. So the big solar farms, okay, huge farms, one of the biggest farms in our area, in our states. And it's so big, it's generating electricity from that. And because of the area, they have a hard time keeping the vegetation under control. So what they did is they hired these flocks of sheep to go graze the ground. Can I tell you a tip, give you a tip? Don't ever eat that kind of meat. It would produce so much cancer for you. Because the sheep are being cooked every single time. And that destroys your cells. Of course, I have no scientific knowledge, but so what? All right, so it's sad to see that people, these times are so dangerous. That's why I feel that it's very important for you to understand your role in society. We need to do something. We need to do something to make things better, okay? And not follow this insanity of these people who only know profit and fame. That's it. That's the only thing that drives them. And drugs. Questions or comments? So that's one part. Yes, sir. 7.
네, 일단 상옥수님께 카톡으로 내용은 드렸습니다. 우선 내일 법문을 듣고 갈 수 있을 것 같은데 우선 미리 감사의 인사를 드리고 싶습니다. 2주간 법장사에서 지내면서 받았던 승가와 법우분들의 배려에 감사드립니다. 그리고 금림선사에서도 따뜻하게 환대해 주셨습니다. 감사합니다. 우선 마음이 고요하고 차분해졌습니다. 그리고 또 마음이 가벼워졌습니다. 법장사에서 무엇을 내려놓았는지는 모르겠습니다. 하지만 한국에 돌아가서도 지금 이 고요한 마음을 유지할 수 있도록 계속 수행하겠습니다. 마지막으로 한국에 돌아가기 전에 샌프란시스코의 피자를 경험할 수 있어서 다행이라고 생각합니다. 마스터께 감사드립니다.
I think I can listen to the Dharma tomorrow, but I wish to say thank you before I leaving. For the last 2 weeks, I really thankful to Sangha and then cultivators. They really give me a warm hospitality, and also in the Gold Forest, they welcome us very well. They welcome us, so thank you. So my mind become calm and become light. I don't know what I let go in DTT, but once I go back to Korea, I try to keep practicing to keep this silence. And before going back to Korea, I think I'm so fortunate to experience the San Francisco pizza. Thank you, Master.
San Francisco pizza? There's lots of pizza here. Which pizza did you experience that you remember? Tony's Pizza. I see. So you went today? Yes? Very good. How is it compared to Korean pizza? Be careful now. Seven.
예, 한국에서 그 피자를 먹었을 때는 이제 꼭 피클을 곁들여서 먹었는데 일단 피클이 없어서 좀 특이했고요. 그리고 확실히 그 미국의 그 토니의 피자 맛이 그 한국의 피자 맛보다는 그 맛이 되게 풍부했던 것 같습니다.
In Korea, when we eat pizza, we always eat with pickle, but there is no pickle in Tony's pizza. And I think the Tony's pizza is more richer than Korean's pizza.
I see. Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it. How about the rest of you? Did you enjoy the pizza too? Huh? What? You didn't meditate and you went for pizza in the afternoon? Wait a minute. You're not serious about the Chanchi at all. How disappointing. What do you have to say for yourself? Wei Mountain has a comment, and you can think about it. See, Jin Wuxunim is meditating. She's how serious she is. She is still fasting. That's a real cultivator. You guys are so... Yes, Wei Mountain.
Thank you, Master. Question for the Hanguk Sarang. 안녕하세요. And I'm curious, American perspective. When you had Tony's Pizza,
did you have some before you ask about it? Have you tried it? You're the one who said you got to do it. You got to be there. Yeah.
I have not had Tony's Pizza in San Francisco, but I have had Tony's Pizza in Burbank.
Burbank, yeah, it's not quite the same. Next time, okay? All right, continue.
As an Italian American, I think all Tonys are related, though.
Not this one. Not this one.
I just wanted to ask, Master, did he miss having honey on his pizza, or was it okay without honey?
You better ask him directly. Would you prefer to have honey in addition to the pickles?
그 한국에서 그 꿀을 찍어 먹는 피자가 있는데 모든 피자가 그런 게 아니고 그 한 종류가 있습니다. 그래서 그것과 다르게 토니의 피자 맛있었습니다.
honey.
Again.
In Korea, there is a special pizza we eat with honey, but Tony's pizza was okay.
Yeah, yes, okay. Yeah. Next time, bring some honey. Huh? How about the rest of you? What do you think? Huh? Okay, very good. Well, I'm glad you're here, joining us, and you are exemplifying the process of the Chanchi here. The way that I learned from my master is that you grind it out from morning till evening. And at night, around 8 or so, you hear Dharma talk from a tape from Master YongHua, and you could not even ask questions. Okay, and so that's a process. They do it for a long, long time. Whereas here, we encourage you to follow the schedule as much as possible. Okay, and the objective is the same, but the technique is different. Okay, the objective is what? Why do we make you grind it out from morning to evening? Yes, one.
Cultivate discipline?
To cultivate discipline. Yes, it sounds like you do need discipline. Anyone else? I challenge all of you. I challenge all of you teachers, students who've been practicing for 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, teaching for 40, 50 years. Tell me why we're doing this. Way Mountain.
Thank you, Master. I think we practice enduring.
Enduring. Yes. Very good. What else? Five fingers. Oh, it happened to be 5 as well.
It reduces your thinking.
Reduces thinking. All right. Way Mountain.
Thank you, Master. I think we do it every day so we can get super tired physically and mentally, so we reduce the thinking mind and we can get to another state.
All right. Anyone else? Way Mountain.
Hi, Master.
Yes.
Hi, Master. Maybe we're learning how to fail and yet not giving up.
How to fail, not yet giving up. It sounds like your family needs to learn to do that more often. Way Mountain. Nothing? In the back?
Yeah, Go Force has a comment.
Go Force. I can't see Go Force on my screen. Why?
He's talking.
Go ahead, Go Force. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
I'm asking you, I'm challenging all of you now. I don't care who you are. I don't care how long you practice. I don't care if you are a great Chan master or whatever it is, a Zen master or a Vipassana master. Tell me, why do you put you through this?
Oh, they're freezing.
No one? Yes, 5.
지치게 만들어서 산매에 들게 하기 위해서입니다.
Make you tired and so that you can enter the samadhi.
Okay. Anyone else? Yes, 7.
이번에 그 미국에 와서 조금 느낀 건데 예전에는 제가 그 제 개인의 수행에 좀 관심을 뒀었는데 앞으로 한국에 돌아간다면 제 개인적인 수행도 하겠지만 그 다른 사람들의 수행에 또 제가 어떻게 도움을 줄 수 있는지를 또 생각해 보겠습니다.
This time, I felt this one. Before, I was interested in my individual practice. But if I go back to Korea, I might think about how I can help others practice.
Very good. JC.
네, 선칠은 집중 수행이라고 생각합니다. 우리가 세상을 살면서 세상에서 먹고 살기 위해서 우리의 모든 오감이 바깥으로 이렇게 항상 밖을 향해서 있는데 이 선칠 수행은 한 장소에 머무름으로써 우리의 오감이 밖으로 향하지 않고 내면에 집중할 수 있게 해서 외부 환경을 일정하게 해서 그 주어진 환경 속에서 자기 자신에 집중할 수 있는 집중 수행 기간이라고 생각합니다.
Chanchi is an intensive retreat. So normal life, our 5 senses goes outside. But during the Chanchi, we stay in one place and we reflect ourselves, and so we can concentrate on myself.
Very good. Go Forrest.
Thank you, Master. The reason we have to do it all the way from day to night so that we get tired to the point that we can't stop thinking.
Okay. Anyone else? Go Forrest.
Emitofuo Master I think it's a test to see if you can follow the instruction.
Okay. YouTube.
Thank you, Master. I would like to express my sincere gratitude for our YouTube audience. We have 32 YouTube audience members joining us. A comment from, I apologize in advance, they spell their name D-Z-U-N-G, so I'm going to go with Jung.
Yeah.
Close enough for a pale face? Okay.
It pronounces like a Y, Jung.
Oh, Jung.
Yeah, D-Z, Jung.
Gaomang.
The original one is a kind of unpleasant. Originally, there's no Z.
I understand, Master. Thank you. Jung says, it's a test to see if you can follow the instructions.
Very good. Anyone else? Isn't that the same guy who just raised his hand? Same guy. Okay. JC.
Hello, Master. We grind out to create a lot of blessings so that when the teacher gives instructions, certain teaching, we can receive.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Yes, too. The shaker.
Thank you, Master. I think the objective is to achieve enlightenment. According to, I think yesterday or the other the other day when Master YongHua talked about it, even if we don't successful, it's okay.
Okay, very good. Anyone else would like to chime in? Yeah. Young lady in the back, it's number one.
Dạ thưa Thầy, con là không có chuẩn bị cho nên con cũng không có thời gian để con tham gia hết. Con theo cái khóa biểu, thời khóa biểu không có theo đủ cái thời khóa biểu ở đây. Lúc nào có thời gian thì con ngồi một chút, lúc nào có thời gian con ngồi một chút. Con cũng không biết là chịu cái đau đớn để làm gì, nhưng mà con biết là Thầy nói là sau cái đau đớn đó mình sẽ tìm được cái gì đó, thì con đang cố tìm cái đó để thấy được cái đó. Mà con thấy là mỗi lần thì con có thấy là con có thể chịu hơn một chút. Ví dụ ngày hôm nay con chịu một ít thì ngày hôm sau con lại chịu đau hơn được một chút xíu nữa, qua được cái thời gian nó dài hơn một chút. Và con cũng thấy là khi con ngồi ở nhà thì nó đau hơn là rất nhiều khi con ngồi ở đây. Ngồi ở đây con có thể vượt qua cái thời gian nó dài hơn ở nhà, hơn cả nửa tiếng. Mà con nghĩ là chắc là có một cái định lực ở trong cái thiền thất này giúp con vượt qua cái đau đó và giúp con cố gắng, và con cứ cố gắng con theo như vậy. Và con tin là sau khi con vượt qua được mấy cái cơn đau này chắc con sẽ thấy được cái gì đó. Con cũng không biết. Đó là cảm nhận của con ạ. Dạ.
Emitofuo, Master. So I don't have any preparation and don't even have time to participate the entire schedule that we set out. However, whenever I have time, I will sit a little bit and a little bit. I don't know why are we enduring the pain, what is for. However, Master said that after the pain, you will find something. So this is what I've been realizing, is that every time that happens, I can endure a little bit more the next day. And I also realized that sitting at home is much more difficult than sitting in the Chan hall. So at home, I can sit less than half an hour. And here I sit more than half an hour. And I think that there is a force, a power that helped me continue sitting like this. And if and help me passing through this pain barrier. And I believe that if I endure the pain, I will be able to see something after the pain. That's all. That is all my feeling right now.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Anyone else? This is it? You experts of Chan meditation, that's all you have to offer? See, all of you have been telling me all the things that's what we've been teaching you. And that's, you're verifying for yourself. It's excellent. So now you are talking about it, not me telling you that when you meditate, this is what you're going to get. You actually are experiencing it. Yes? Anyone else? Yes, one.
Emitofuo Master. So the last few months, the few things I've been fighting is vigor, sleepiness, and boredom. I still have yet to conquer it here. It's getting worse, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes the next few days.
Okay. Some naysayers here. Okay, it's not working for everyone. Anyone else? This is it? My God. You guys are chickens. You don't even dare tell me what your best wisdom about your insights into the process of Chanchi, or why we train you certain ways. I'm disappointed. You wait for me to tell you. And you're the experts, teachers, expert, accomplished students, and you can't really explain or understand why we're doing it, why this process, why the Chinese teach us something called Chanchi that the patriarchs invented. Seriously? You can quote me like 100 different Chan books on the principles of Chan and so forth, but you cannot explain to me why we do a Chanchi, what is this Chan training is about? Wei Mountain.
Thank you, Master. I am by no means an expert. As everyone knows, I struggle tremendously crossing my legs. But to share something I have learned from my co-cultivators, the Sangha, and from you, Master, is in order to achieve the impossible, you have to have the courage to attempt it. And to me, crossing my legs, starting at 3 in the morning until 12 at night, certainly appears impossible. And I have to have the courage to attempt it, to achieve it.
Yes, there's a mountain you need to climb, like everything else in life. Yes, Wei Mountain.
Thank you, Master. Is to end birth and death, enlightenment.
And birth and death, okay, all right. How about in the back, 9?
Do the diligence and open the wisdom and get enlightened.
Okay, all right. What about JC?
7기간 동안 일상생활을 잠시 접고 깨닫기 위해서 집중 수행을 합니다.
Stop the daily life and then we practice to get enlightened.
All right, very good. Anyone else? Yes, 7.
Hi, Master. I remember that you mentioned in the past that during a Chanchi, there's also people that come to the Chanchi to practice that we can't necessarily see. So maybe the purpose of the Chanchi is to create an environment to allow people to cultivate and allow people to improve.
All right, very good. Anyone else? You see how little people understand how to train, how to teach Chan. This is disappointing to me. Yes, 3. This is why Chan is in trouble. Unless you understand how to train Chan, Chan will die.
Master, we can focus to overcome our obstruction.
Right? Go forth.
Emitofuo, Master. Participating in the Chanchi is the greatest gift you can give to yourself, and the Chanchi is the place that people can get enlightened and become Buddha. So it's very, very rare, very precious thing in life you can participate in.
All right, very good. Yes, 4. You have excellent insights. I'm impressed. I'm still not near what I'm looking for.
I think I feel like when you participate in Chanchi for the day, it builds momentum for your mind to calm down. So in one sit, you bring down your thinking, and for each subsequent sit, your mind's already much more calm, but the thinking goes down and down and down.
Excellent. Very, very good. Yes, in the back. Is that something in the back? Is it waving something, light waving, or is it my hallucination now?
Yeah, Master, I remember you mentioned, or Master YongHua mentioned before, that if you do something for 7 days, it will change you.
Very good. All your reasons are very good. Excellent. You speak from your personal experience. That's excellent. JMT.
한국어 유튜브에 올라온 허인숙님 코멘트입니다. 참고 견디면서 나라는 상이 줄어든다고 생각합니다.
By enduring, I can lose my self, the mark of self.
Okay, very good. Anyone else? Very good insights. Anyone? Way Mountain.
Thank you, Master. I didn't participate this summer because of my work, but last winter Chanchi, I participated some weekend. So at that time, I followed the schedule, and I think I endured, and then I became have some compassion before that. Greater than before, so and then I can affect my family and work area per people. So I think we can be a better person, become better, have a great compassion, and then we can influence the other people. And
very good.
Community
Excellent. That's exactly what happened. All of you are speaking Dharma, the Chanchi Dharma. It's all there. It's excellent. Notes.
Thank you, Master. I think from my personal experience is when we have a Chanchi, we have a chance to practice with the Sangha, with the good knowing advisors, and that's where we can ask questions. Because from my personal experience, I have the Sanghas and a good knowing advisor there for me to ask questions and get instructions directly from them.
Very good. You don't know how precious it is to be able to ask questions and get answers. Okay? It's very rare. You go to meditate anywhere nowadays, it's very difficult that when you have a problem, whether you practice Huatou, whether you practice reciting Buddha's name, whether you practice reciting mantras, okay, you have a problem, you cannot, you don't know what to do with it. In particular, this shaker here is so typical nowadays. There's so many people who shake, and there means that the point is that if they shake like that, it's a very, very good state, and no one knows how to deal with it. Okay? It's disappointing to me. Yes, 5.
I think combining everyone's saying, the Chanchi is the environment where you reduce thinking, it's easy to get into samadhi, and you generate a lot of blessings by sitting in full lotus all day. And the combination of all this makes it a perfect environment to improve. Excellent.
So all of you are stating the different perspectives of the Chanchi and the benefits that you get from a Chan class in Chanchi. Very good. Anyone else? Yes, Wei Mountain.
Master, Chanchi to me is the opportunity that we can face our obstructions more quickly, and then in order for us to see our attachment, and then we endure it, and then after we receive instruction from good knowing advisor, we can easily drop it. It's for us to be able to see our attachment easier, and we don't give up. As long as we don't give up, we try our best, and that's all we can hope for.
Very good. YouTube question.
Thank you, Master. I would also like to ask a question related to the topic, and also encourage our YouTube audience, if you are benefiting from this Dharma talk, please be sure to like and subscribe for more benefits. Malcolm asks, Master, if the giving of Dharma is one of the three types of giving, should we give the Dharma as a form of giving or only wait until someone asks?
I will answer that question directly. My style is to shut up. Don't tell people anything until they ask. And even when they ask, you don't even say anything. You wait until you're sure they really want to learn. Because the last thing you want to come across is you feel you're so important, you're so special, you're so knowledgeable that you can help people. Okay? That's arrogance. Avoid that. Don't talk. Okay? In particular, unless I certify you as having wisdom, you really don't know what you're talking about. So you're giving nonsense, basically. So it's better if people have questions and you're not certified to have any type of transcendental wisdom yet, okay? Give them very, very shallow answer, and then, there's a better source here for you to go and get better answers than mine, okay? Better dharmas than mine. And it's not at the university, by the way. Don't go there, okay? Yes, you too.
Thank you, Master. We have a comment. They spell their name Thule. Thule. Thule.
Okay.
Thank you, Francis. Thule says, when you sit in full lotus, you create blessings for others and yourself.
Okay, anyone else? Yes, 4.
Master, one more aspect I don't think anyone mentioned is that in a Chanchi you get to sit with those more advanced in cultivation with Danyu, and so you also benefit from their sitting next to you.
Okay, very good. Let me give you the answer now. Is that okay, or do we still want to keep going? I can be here all night. Yes, 1. You see, take her immediately. Hey.
From my perspective, I see like during the Chanchi, I can see myself like a loser, like so.
A loser?
Yeah, so many times during the day. So my ego becomes smaller and smaller.
Such a low opinion of yourself. It's okay for me to call you a loser, but it's not okay for you to call yourself a loser. When I call people loser, it's a challenge. Prove I'm wrong. Okay? I'm challenging you. If I call you a loser, you say, no, I'm not. I say, no, prove it. Prove it to me you're not a loser. Answer my question. Okay? Anyone else? Yeah? Okay? He's speaking with facts here. It's not theories. Okay? This will summarize everything everyone has been talking about tonight for the last half hour, 45 minutes or so. I'm impressed how rich your perspectives are. Your angles are all so judicious. You really understand the process of Chan training already. I will summarize it for you. Okay? That is, Chan is not about writing a book or telling you about Chan. Chan training is about bringing you there. Find a way to bring you there. That's the only way for us to teach you Chan, is to bring you there. That's all. So whether we ask you to sit in full lotus, whether we ask you to go long hours and so forth, okay? What happened is that first reaction is that your ego says, no, not me. I don't like it. Okay? So in order first to bring you there, we need to find a way to mess around with your ego. It's not that simple. You think that teaching Chan is like, come in, sit there, cross your legs, get in full lotus, don't you dare move, and so forth. That's a low form of meditation training. It would take forever for you to get there. Is that clear? A teacher like Master YongHua look at you and say, I want you to bring you there. Because he recognizes you. He recognizes what needs to be done. So don't call yourself. I'm challenging you. Don't you dare think yourself as a Chan teacher unless you recognize and you say, and you know how to bring people there. Because it cannot be described. First dhyana, you can't describe it. Second dhyana, you cannot describe it. Third dhyana, first stage arhat, fourth stage arhat, there's no way to describe it. The only way for us to teach you is to bring you there. There's no excuse. The ego feels threatened. So it says, I don't know, I'm not sure. Okay? I'm not comfortable. That's part of the process. It is an art. It's not just like something there's a recipe here or whatever. No, it's an art with a teacher. This is why the Chan world is very fascinating. It's not as brute force, you think. The way that it's done brute force like I went through at my master temples and other temples is because there's no one who knows how to bring you there. I challenge you. Learn how to help others by developing the skills and the knowledge to bring them there. There's no excuse. As of course, you go through all this, all the answers there. Okay, it's all designed to do that, to get you there. No excuses. We don't get you there. Whose fault is it? My fault. As long as you don't quit, it's my fault. You don't get there. Is that clear? There's no excuse. That's why when you come to the temple, it's more pressure on us. You stay alone, you stay from far, then we don't need to look at you and say, okay, you get there eventually. Okay, but when you come here, there's a huge difference because we look at you and say, how do I get you there? Chan people do not make excuses. You see the difference between the Chan versus the other meditation approaches? Chan, we assume responsibility for your success. Your success, your progress is the only thing that matters to us. It's not about us, it's about you. As we train more and more people, we develop our skills, become better, and bringing more people there. We're learning too. We don't think ourselves are special and understand everything. No, we're learning to ourselves how to bring more people there. No excuse for us as well. Questions or comments? All the techniques includes grinding out. It's part of the way that the patriarchs designed it so that when they're not there, then they give you a process where you can go through it, very much like Hinayana training where you grind it out. Yes, but the difference is that one way when you don't have a good no advisor is go to a place where people are far better than you. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 levels. I'm talking about 10 levels higher than you. Because when you get into an environment, when the energy is calmed down, that's why your mind calms down a lot easier. So does it matter if you go and have pizza? You come back, it won't be long before your mind settles again because you're there. Whereas when you don't have such environment, then you have to grind it out. You don't want to lose momentum. Is that clear? That's why people can laugh at us and say, oh, you guys are amateurs. You do Chanchi. You can't handle from, morning till evening, 3 until midnight. It's not the only way to get there. I'm insulting such people, by the way. They think they know. Grinding out is only one way. There's many, many ways to bring you there. So that's why you're coming to a lecture tonight. That's only that you have an hour and a half that we have to find a way to bring you there. You think that this is a casual thing for us? Every time someone shows up, the burden's on us. Especially people who come and say, here, I am, I'm great, teach me. Plenty of those to go around. Those people would take a lot longer. Have to come back more often. Right, Jung? That idiot. That guy. He used to come to my class and said, I'm a disciple of Master YongHua. Who are you? He looked at me, who are you? Small time, little nothing. That's about 10, 15 years ago, yes?
We can hear you.
Maybe nothing very pleasant. Maybe it's not meant for him to be heard. It's better.
Yes, Master. It's about 16 years ago. Yeah.
15 years ago.
And Master is very mean back then.
What? But I'm nicer now?
Much nicer now. Yeah.
Much nicer now. Shocking. Ungrateful. Shockingly ungrateful. Yes, JC. What?
Also, there's a time difference. We are very far.
Yes, Way Mountain.
No, I was wanted to say, yes, Master is very kind and very nice nowadays.
What?
Compared to back then, if I would have known right now, I would have been left home for long.
Another ungrateful guy. Why are men so ungrateful? I don't get it. Really? I was mean? Seriously? Are you sure it's the same person? I'm a lot more relaxed nowadays because I finally am beginning to understand how to bring some people there. Whereas back then, I struggled a lot, to tell you the truth. Especially, I ran into a bunch of idiots who were so full of themselves. I said, why am I doing this again? They don't listen. They think that their masters know more about Chan and so forth. And say, why am I doing here? Why are you coming to me? You know how to meditate Chan. What is the question? Master Chanchi, where is he now? If you think you understand Chan, you think you're so special, then what is the answer that I would ask you? Since Master Chanchi is not here, let me give it to you. I gave it to him. Came to me and said, I've been practicing meditation for 10 years, Zen meditation for 10 years. I looked at him and said, why is your level so low? I said, no one told him that before. He said, oh, talk. They talk about principles of Chan and Chan stuff and Buddhism and stuff, but the level is so low. They don't know what they're talking about. You have no wisdom. Okay? And so this whole process, you see, the Chan training here is actually, it takes a two-step. Number one is bring you there. And number two, give you the wisdom seeds. It has to be both. It cannot be just sitting alone. It cannot simply learning how to build your muscles and do the martial arts. You need to know how to use it, what problems to solve. That's what this is about. I like to think that I was thinking about that tonight. I said, wow, look at our group nowadays is so multidimensional. So many of you talented people. And so serious, and so much potential, tremendous potential. I'm so proud of it. That you have tremendous potential, and that's why you're drawn to this process. And so it takes a combination for us to make a difference in the world. Combination of brawn and brain. Okay? Let me explain to you what brawn is, because many of you are Asian and don't understand English. Peter, what is brawn? Besides, it's a paper towel brand.
Thank you, Master. Yes, brawny. Yeah. Brawn is, I pick things up, I put them down. Arnold Schwarzenegger is brawn.
There you go. So what does Arnold Schwarzenegger represent? When you look at him, what do you see?
Great strength, Bodhisattva.
No, I'm not talking. Calm down, boy. I'm asking girls now. Hey, girls, when you look at Arnold, what do you see? Huh? Muscles. Brawn is muscles. Peter beats around the bush because he needs to work on muscles. Just kidding. Okay, so you need muscles and brains. Brain is the worldly term for wisdom. You accomplish anything important, you need to have a combination of both muscles and wisdom or brains. If you're so smart, you're so wise, but you cannot use your hand, your legs, what good are you? You expect mama or someone else to do it for you? See? So that's why I see, for in our group here, I see a combination of brawn and muscles. It's very, very, very a rich experience. The profile of people who are drawn here, some are like more interested in muscles, some are more interested in like you ladies like more muscles, yes. And men, we're into brainy stuff. Never mind, the girls are giggling. Okay? It's fascinating, folks. I'm bringing it up to your attention because this is what's lacking in Chan nowadays after Master YongHua died. No one knows how to teach Chan anymore. It shows because it's not talk. If you can bring people there, then that's a proof. Huh? I don't know I can teach Chan or not, but look, these people, they're there. Huh? And you can be too. I'm challenging all the teachers. I'm challenging all of you. Dharma selecting eye. You learn Chan. Choose properly. Don't be a loser. And say, choose it because it's popular, because it's and so forth. It's about you. Questions and comments? And not that, because I am really impressed with the Korean Buddhism up to a certain point. Where they fail is that they are only interested in a handful of successors. That's all. That's a weakness. They said, for all the training and the help I've been given to me, I only need to replicate myself. Once, that's enough. And to me, that's not Chan at all. Chan is for everyone. Why do you have to, if you have wisdom, why do you discriminate one versus many? Many is one, one is many. No Avatamsaka Sutra, no Avatamsaka Sutra wisdom yet. That's why it's still discrimination. Korean versus non-Koreans, 1 versus 10. There's no need for that. You can be developed. You're willing to go to the training. We go to work. Right? Anything else before we get back to the lecture and trying to learn some words of wisdom? All right. Lecture, please. We are on slide 434 of the prologue. And he's in the midst of talking about how in the past the experts, especially the Buddhist scholars, the monk scholars, used to postulate the Buddhist teachings, classifying them and systematizing them. And so he says, back then, in the group here, some monks and some groups of monks who advocated that the Buddhist teaching can be classified into 5 kinds of teachings and so forth. And this is where we're at. Before, he talked about 2 classes of teachings, 3 classes, 4 classes. Now it's 5. Okay, so the first group we went through already. Now this second group here. 2, the previous Venerable Liu, who did not open a reproach and a claim, but at the start of the teaching of existence, singled out the Traipusha Sutra as a teaching of humans and gods.
二者即前流宫不开一阳而有教之初，取提味经为人天教。
Okay, 435. Okay, I'm begging for your indulgence. For most of this information here, you will find not palatable to you, not to your liking. Okay, it's like after you eat pizza from San Francisco, you go back home, you eat, pizza with honey, boiled vegetables, and you say, it's not the same. Okay? And so, but the point here is that even though this information seems to be more scholarly, more abstract, is really not related to you. Number one, it's planting seeds of wisdom in you, incredible seeds of wisdom, way beyond your imagination. And you will not find many places you're able to get this, number one. So just listen, okay? Goes in one ear, goes out the other. That's just all you need to do, including it works for children as well, okay? All right? And number 2, it's not just about this, but also about the fact that they give you angles. We're trying to bring it back to reality for you and see how you can benefit from it as well in yourself. Okay, so that's why I'm still trying to keep this up. Okay, because at times I find it scholarly, but then there are places where actually it's very pertinent to you. And plus, this is background information for us as well to enrich our vocabulary, to enrich our mind as to different perspectives of Buddhism, okay? And so it's very good in the long haul, okay? So the five types of teachings advocated by this group here as led by the previous Venerable Liu is that instead of classifying 5 by introducing the concept of reproach and acclaim, where they chastise the arhats as being too selfish, and acclaiming that the Bodhisattva's vehicles is a far more humanistic, far more advantageous, far more rewarding process from Buddhism. And this guy here, this Venerable Liu here, he says he's not into blaming or praising others. He stays away from controversy, you'd say. And so he chose to talk about introducing one thing that at beginning of the period of the teaching, various periods that the scholars use to divide by time, okay, to classify them, the types of teachings. He says before all of it, there is something called the teachings geared for humans and gods. 436. And he brought up this Traipusha Sutra as an example, so that the Buddha when he started teaching, he started by teaching humans and the gods. So according to this group, the 5 teachings are one of humans and gods, meaning that if you follow these teachings, the next life you will have a chance to go to the human realm or the God's realm. You don't know how a lot of people are desperate to be able to do that. For example, the Catholics are craving to go near the gods. Yes? Or I remember a long time ago, I met this Indian gentleman who was at the car rental place when I was still going up. This is 15, 16 years ago, driving up to San Jose to teach meditation to Jung there in San Jose. And this gentleman here, Indian by Indian descent, kind of blackface. And then he looked at me and said, "So you a monk?" I said, "Yeah." "Buddhist monk?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "I would love to go be near Vishnu. Do you guys know how to do it?" So I looked at him and said, "So your Hindu teachers don't know how to do it?" He says, "I haven't learned yet, but do you know how to help me bring me near Vishnu?" And the answer, I said, "Yeah, you come to my temple, I teach you." Okay? So how do you go to the gods? You need to practice. The humans, you practice the 5 precepts. You keep the 5 precepts and plant the seeds for you to come back as humans. Okay? That's it. You want to go to the God's realm? You have to practice the 10 good deeds. Don't lie, don't steal, don't, all those 10 good deeds. Right? You can look it up. It's standard information. All right? So that's the teachings. And this is amazingly, people don't even realize it. Your actions carry consequences. You do good, you get good stuff. It's a very important concept. And that's why greedy people go for fame and profits at the expense of everything else and even be willing to harm others to achieve the goals are very short-sighted, are rather stupid. That's why some people rich and famous, to me, I look at them like scammers, stupid people, like Elon. I assure you, he will never be able to achieve fully autonomous driving. Never. Never, ever. He's still selling it. Anyways, how stupid these people are. Yes, Wei Mountain.
Thank you, Master. Your comment that Catholics want to be close to God reminded me I wanted to share a short experience I had earlier this week, if that's okay.
Sure.
Thank you. My aunt passed away last year, and she was a devout Catholic. She and her husband helped me a great deal when I wanted to move from the East Coast to California. They supported me a lot, and I'm always thankful for that. So when I learned that she passed away, I got her a temporary rebirth plaque, and I wanted to express my gratitude to you and to the Sangha. I was allowed to bow each Sunday during the transference ceremony and transfer merit to her during her 49 days. And I wanted to share that I had a dream this past Tuesday night, and I was in church, and she was sitting in church, and she was surrounded by family members and familiar faces to me, and she was quite happy and content. And I took that as a really good sign that she got to the heaven that she wanted to get to. And your explanation, I think it was during Fo Chi, that the Jade Emperor is helping people and is doing his role really helped me feel good about this scenario overall. And I just wanted to share that and say thank you so much.
Very good. Thank you for sharing with us. Yes, absolutely. It's very desirable to come back as humans or in a God's realm. Very, very desirable. And in Buddhism, we have plenty of vehicles for you to attain those goals. Okay, not just, I'm not talking about our temples. In general, you go to Buddhist temples, you can get good health. Very good health. Okay? So please keep that in mind. We don't want monopoly. I don't want people to come to our temple. We're very small. We are limited in resources and so forth. But the Buddhists in general can help people get to back to the human realms and the God's realm. That's a fact. That is not said often enough. That those temples, those people, those monks and nuns, earn a place. Trust me. I'm not against them at all. I don't feel jealous because they're bigger, they're richer, and so forth. They're very useful and they're helping a lot of people. Okay, we're perfectly happy being small and insignificant. All right. Number 2, there's a teaching here of existence of the marks. That's a general teaching that enables you to become, to open your wisdom and transcend the world, get out of the realms of the gods, and go to a higher realm of transcendental realm where you're free from all sufferings. And of marklessness, where now, at the teaching number 3, you actually are opening useful wisdom. Wisdom as useful to the world. 1 and 2 teachings are about yourself, self-benefiting. Number 3, marklessness, is about wisdom where you are of use to society. This is what I hope that you will reach this level and don't stop prematurely. Hinayana is only 2. Number 3 is what we insist on you becoming useful to society, useful to your family, useful to your communities. All right? That's our marklessness. That's wisdom. That's transcendental wisdom. That's true wisdom there. And number 4, identical return. It refers to the fact that you should go all the way. Just because you have wisdom yet, it's still not ultimate. Don't sell yourself short. You are much better than that. Don't be fooled by the fact people kowtow to you and say, "Oh, Mr. Musk," is it Musk? Yeah, Elon. "You are my idol. You are a successful entrepreneur, even though you use a lot of drugs to keep yourself going, and so forth." But no, don't get fooled by that. The real reward is that the way you look at yourself, and how the sages look at you. Who cares if the mosquitoes adore you and worship you? You know what mosquitoes do when they like you? They suck your blood. Need I say more? Okay? So 4 is that you should go all the way. Okay? And once you go all the way, become a Buddha. Because all the teaching we give you here, Chan, Pure Land, Tantras, Sutras, and so forth, is to bring you plant the seeds for you to go all the way. Okay? We are more than just transcendental wisdom. This is what American Mahayana is about. And once you go all the way, when you're home, you understand what is called permanently dwelling. It's your Buddha nature. Questions or comments? This is what irks me. I see so many beautiful people, tremendous potential, and you sell yourself short. You're much better than that. Okay? Your goals, you set your size too low. Because no one ever told you. You're supposed to develop wisdom. And you'll be a lot happier. All right, we still have a few more minutes. 437. All the preceding masters within the gradual opened up differences in terms of periods of time. If they had not added an unfixed teaching, they would have provoked even more difficulties, because at the start is also the great.
上来诸师皆于见中，约时开义。若不加不定之教，则招难尤多，以出有大故。
Okay, excuse me. So Master Jingliang says that all these masters, who teachers who classifies and created systems to teach Buddhism, the basis of their classification is times of periods of time. And not only that, they also have something called unfixed teachings. Because what happens is that no matter what you say, there's always exceptions. There's variations, outliers, and so forth, statistically speaking. So that's why they add something called unfixed teaching. You say, yes, it's like this, but sometimes it's different. Okay, so it's not always the case. Even so, they give themselves a catch-all bucket called unfixed teachings. They still have a lot of obstructions and a lot of objections to their teachings. But if it weren't for the unfixed teachings, they would be a lot more trouble. Because when there's a great vehicle Dharma, it's not possible for them to systematize it. Okay, so these people try so hard to do it. Because again, this is one of my reasons why I have disdain towards scholars, towards debates, because it's nonsense. Okay, next, 439. Although they did add an antifix, still there were objections. The difficulties with the 5 periods will be shown in general, from which the rest will be deduced.
虽加不定，犹有访难，略显50之访，余可立之。
Okay, 440. There's always people who complain, who are never happy. They whine and whine and whine. Okay, and they complain. So it doesn't matter what you do. You can have you think you have all your bases covered. No, there's still people who will still be unhappy regardless of what you do. And he says from the next section, I will go through these 5 periods difficulties. Meaning, he says these teachings that these scholarly monks came up with have holes. I'm going to go through, explain to you that they have weaknesses. Okay, so you see, it's very good for us to learn about these so that when people come trying to confuse us and try to impress us with their knowledge, you can see holes in their reasoning. Okay, Master Ching Liang pokes holes in all their teachings. Yes, JMT.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. How are you feeling?
어떻습니까? 저 별로 안 좋습니다.
I'm not good.
He's not good?
선칠 기간인데도 자선을 못하니까 그 무기력해지고 그다음에 법문도 귀에 잘 안 들어옵니다. 이런 상태에서 제가 할 수 있는 것이 무엇인지 인스트럭션을 받고 싶습니다.
This time is for Chanchi, but I cannot see it, so I have no motivation, no energy, and I cannot concentrate on the Dharma talk. So what should I do?
Go shopping. Don't torture yourself. It's called according with conditions. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. If you can endure it, endure. You cannot endure it, get up. That's all. Okay? There's no answer.
1년 동안 참았습니다.
I endure for 1 year.
The knee pains?
네, yes.
Endure longer. 1 year is nothing.
아니, 매일 대비참을 해야 될까요?
Should I do great compassion every day?
Yeah, do great compassion every day. That's a good idea.
아니면 단식을 해야 될까요?
Or should I fast?
Fast every day. Any other ideas?
없습니다.
No more.
No more.
두 가지밖에 없어요.
I have only 2 ideas.
How easily, see, you know how to solve your problems. Okay, we'll get better, don't worry. Okay?
감사합니다.
Okay. Yeah. I hope it gets better soon. Okay? Give it another 3 months. Is that a deal? Can you endure another 3 months? At least endure through the Chanchi.
네, yes, 감사합니다.
Okay. Endure more. Okay? All right. Anyone else? Okay. And JMT.
안녕하십니까. 네, 마스터께서 앉아 있을 때 움직이지 말라고 하셨는데요. 저는 이제 처음에 앉아 있을 때는 등이 펴져 있다가 나중에 점점 힘이 빠지면서 이렇게 허리가 쭉 이렇게 빠집니다. 그러다가 이제 이러고 있으면 허리가 너무 아파서 다시 이렇게 또 일으키는데 이게 힘이 없으니까 다시 또 이렇게 내려가게 되거든요. 이거 어떻게 하면 좋겠습니까?
Master said when we sit, we have to not to move. But in the beginning, I can stretch my back, but I become less energy, so my back becomes slouch. And then I try to stretch again, but slouch again. So what should I do?
Don't slouch. Try your best. Naturally, as you sit longer, your back will become straight. It's just like, I don't understand that you expect when I give you instruction, say, I can't do it, so what do? Do some more of it. I can't sit in full lotus. Try more. Try harder. The instruction is designed to tell you, go in that direction. I'm not guaranteeing you that you're going to be successful. I'm just telling you, go there, go in that direction. That's all my master gave me. And now I'm here to answer your questions. Back then, I only have my master said, sit in full lotus. I said, okay. And do more pain. I said, okay. No chances for questions. Okay. Now you have me, and that's the disadvantage. Now you have me, then people say, am I doing it right? I can't do it. Can you help me? If I help you, it defeats the purpose of me telling you go in that direction. Okay? You don't quit. You keep on trying and trying. One day you understand why. It took me several years to understand why. It's only because I didn't have help. Okay, we stop here tonight. Thank you, everyone. So someone leaving like tomorrow, right? Afternoon or morning? Midnight. Oh, so you have the whole day. Same flight. Okay, very good. Then we just have one more day and one more lecture. Okay, very good. Thank you. Back to work.